By virtue of the authority vested in me, I constitute this congregation of the Durban University of Technology. The congregation is requested, invited to sit.
Sanibonani, Molweni, Dumelang, and good morning. Welcome to the 2025 Autumn Graduation Ceremony. My name is Alan Khan. I'm the Senior Director of Corporate Affairs at DUT. And I would like to acknowledge, in absentia, the Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Thandwa Mthembu. I'd also like to recognize and acknowledge the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research, Innovation and Engagement, Professor Nemabola, who is presiding this morning. To the Chairperson of Council and members of DUT Council, President of Convocation, members of Convex and our broader alumni, members of the executive and senior management teams, members of faculty and my colleagues from the administration and support services at DUT, internal stakeholders, our leaders from the institutional forum and our unions, the President of the Student Representative Council and members of the SRC and Student Parliament, all protocol observed. A very special welcome to our graduands, looking resplendent in their black robes, to the parents and guardians, family and friends, supporters and funders. Welcome to all of you, our honored guests, those assembled in the hall this morning, and those who are watching our online stream on the World Wide Web. It is an absolute honor to be with you this morning as we celebrate excellence and applaud our adaptive graduates for their academic success and achievement. Deputy Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, the DUT Envision 2030 strategy, which was launched by our Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Mthembu, in 2020, is continuing to have a meaningful impact on our university. We are very grateful and extremely proud of our students and staff who consistently live the values and principles as enshrined in the DUT and of our students and staff who consistently live the values and principles as enshrined in the DUT Envision 2030 strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, a total of 7,330, let me repeat that number, 7,330 adaptive graduates will walk the red carpet as we host 30 graduation ceremonies over 10 days in Pietermaritzburg and here in Durban. This year, 61% of our adaptive graduates are women, which means, once again, at the Durban University of Technology, girl power is alive and well. Congratulations, ladies. Let's keep on rising. Those who will graduate today will now be members of our DUT alumni. I hope that you will become active members of our convocation and that you will engage with our team from Advancement and Alumni Relations Unit. In a short while, we'll invite our graduates from the Faculty of Applied Sciences on stage. But first, to set the scene and to get us into the graduation spirit, it is my immense honor to introduce you to the award-winning DUT Chorale who will perform for us. So gaze to your left, to my right, and on the big screen, Deputy Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, the DUT Chorale. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a round of applause. The award-winning DUT chorale. Thank you so much. We'll hear from our choir a bit later on this morning. They'll be singing the national anthem as we will conclude this morning's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, just before we invite our graduates on stage, I just wanted to run one or two things past you. Firstly, if anyone is feeling unwell at any stage during the ceremony, please contact one of our ushers or alert a member of our security team. We do have paramedics on standby, an ambulance on standby, so in the unlikely event of you requiring medical assistance, please let us know so that we can get you the professional medical help you need. Let's hope there's no need for any medical assistance, but just in case you are feeling unwell, please let us know. Also, I'd like to ask and urge all of our graduates and our guests to please stay with us for the entire duration of this morning's ceremony. We will do our very best to conclude things by 11 this morning, and having you here is going to be important because every single graduate, whether they're in the first row or in the back row, deserves to get your attention, your applause, and your praise. So let's do the right thing, and let's do it with dignity. And talking about dignity, I'm going to ask our graduates to please, as you come up on stage and you're excited and joyful and you want to celebrate, you will have enough time to sing and dance later on after the ceremony at your parties. Please remember the decorum and dignity of our graduation ceremonies. And importantly, there is another graduate who follows you. Their loved ones also need to have the name heard, read loud and proud. So let's think about our fellow graduates and let's enjoy this morning's ceremony. And then finally, I know you will be enjoying yourselves. History dictates that DUT graduates know how to get down. Now, in the old days, they used to say, what happens in Vegas? Not anymore, right? What happens in Vegas is now on Facebook, TikTok, X, Instagram. So we know you're going to be playing in the digital space. Please hashtag DUTGrad25. Hashtag DUTGrad25 so we can enjoy your celebrations for the rest of the day, and I'm sure some of you will be celebrating for the rest of the week and maybe the rest of the month. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to prepare our graduates, to get them on stage, to commence with the formal part of this morning's graduation ceremony. I'd like to welcome and introduce the Executive Dean in the Faculty of Applied Sciences, Professor Suren Singh. Professor Singh.
Thank you, Program Director. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer degrees and award diplomas and certificates on the graduandi and diplomandi from the Faculty of Applied Sciences, who will be presented to you and in absentia to those whose names appear in the program.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer degrees and award diplomas and certificates.
Degree of Master of Applied Science in Chemistry. Title of dissertation.